Welcome back to Tweed Heads, everyone. We've got a jam-packed episode, as you can see by the thumbnail. Big changes coming. Phase 1 is in act. We've got some passenger stuff we need to get lifted and shifted, and a lot of infrastructure that's going to be built over the next few episodes. It's not going to be all done in today's episode, trust me. There's a lot we have to get done, and I'm really excited for it. Why then are we sitting outside of Balambal? Well, today's little bit of detailing is happening here at Balambal first. I've decided that this quarry's been going on since pretty much day dot, so it's we're going to put it in. The quarry is going to be dug out in here, like a nice big sort of squarish quarry. It's going to have different levels, elevations. It's going to have interlinking roads all everywhere, so eventually we can have dump trucks rolling through. Instead of talking about it, how about I just show you? Just take note of the money here, 61 to 62 million, because I don't think it's going to be that after I have to dig out a lot of this stuff in here. Okay, snap of the fingers, 3, 2, 1, and voila! What do we think, guys? Hey, 16,400,000 in the bank. Don't worry about that. That's just because I got that money back. We actually went into the negatives because when I started detailing and re-putting the vegetation and stuff back in here in the quarry watering hole, I've been to plenty of quarries and swum with friends where we've jumped off the edge into big quarries like this before. But yeah, so as you can see, we've got interlinking roads at different various heights all the way through. They all work, they all link up, they all go around. There's a tunnel here, tunnel there, there, down there, over here. So it all links up, and eventually we'll get some trucks rolling around there. But anyway, I just thought it just will start dressing the place up a little bit when we start doing a lot of stuff like this. And I think it just starts to add to the variety of this area. Cool. We'll come back and do some more detailing of that later. You can let me know what you think in the comment section down below. It's not like the big quarry we used to put in the other map, I get it, but it's only, you know, November 1910, right? So whatever. Okay, did I actually sit? Okay, I put it back on a quarter. Good. Right, we've got a lot to crack on with phase 1 of our big changes coming in. We've got some adjustments to do to Tweed Heads passenger line down here. We're going to be turning it into a bit of a loop down here, and we're going to be sending 2 trains up and down this line to meet the passenger demand that is now coming with all the con mats and tools that we're now supplying to Tweed Heads. Production on that town is kicking up, and it means that we've got a lot more people wanting to ride the line. Look at that, the branch line. It's got 126 sitting here at Cooley, and it's got another 20 there, and it's got another 49 there, and you know, and then over at THW it's got, you know, 149, right? So there's some we're going to have to double that train up, which is fine. I don't mind that. That is what it is. The next thing we're going to be doing is we're going to alleviate some of the pressure that's going to be coming into this freight yard by moving this passenger station probably along this road. Yep. And we're going to split off the line up further. Yes, we're going to split it off and bring it down, loop it and bring it back up and send it out. And that's going to stop the passengers having to come through the freight yard to begin with, and just shorten their trip there for them to swing back around. Now, that's also important because part of our phase of big changes is we're going to be sending collectors out at some point very soon to collect a lot of the resources out and around here. And they're going to be brought back into a site A. In fact, let's paint that up now just so you can see, and then we can crack into building. We can crack into getting what we want to do. This is going to be known as Site A over here. And this is going to be known as Site Bravo, Alpha and Bravo. Now, we are going to be putting in another sort of rail yard around here, right? In conjunction with this one here. And then eventually they're going to be linked up. Just to give you a bit of a visual, and so it'll be needed. It'll be better than that when we do it, don't worry. So what's going to happen is all our collectors come in here, and we're going to do something fun. We're going to utilize shunting trains in our yards to bring the collection Bravo point over to collection Alpha point. So the trains will shunt them over, do what they have to do in and out. It's gonna look great. I've already got visions in my head of it all. And then so the main trains that go up and down the line will come and collect all the stuff and either you know, deliver it to our sites over here. And then vice versa, we can then, you know, export all the goods out to each town up around here. And it's going to be important we do this and get it all sort of in some sort of a way done before 1936, before the bridges start getting built here in 1936. And then we have to start deploying a lot of trains and even more down there. So it's imperative that we start to really get these phases 1, 2, 3, however many phases we're going to be doing, to get this rail yard up and running in a function that is in a way that it can handle the demand a little bit better than what we've got set up now. But that's how progress works. That's how things eventually get built up from the old days to the modern era, and that's what I love about doing that sort of stuff in this game. So first things first, we're gonna loop this down here now. We're gonna change up this station. We're gonna change up how we do it down here though. So we're going to take our terrain. Give me that flat brush there, please. Now, that road is not exactly flat, but that's okay. Next, we're going to put in a bus stop. I'll have you one, thanks, and I'll spin you like such and have you like that. Now, I'll probably have you here if I can. Can I have you... Yeah, we're not exactly level with a lot of stuff here, are we? But that's okay. I'm going to plump you on there. Plump. We're plumping things. Yeah. Who doesn't like a bit of plumping? I know Wingless likes a bit of waffles. Not when I waffle. Okay, message received. What? Too much waffling. Yes, our buses come from this direction. Yeah, so we will go that way and like that. Let's get those linked in now. We can do more with bus stops and stuff later. I'll get some stuff that probably looks better later. And that'll be fine like that. Brilliant. How's your lumpy and frumpy? Not that bad, actually. A little driveway in and driveway out. Next, we're going to get a train station here. I think we're going to use these ones. The PLM SNCF. I think they are going to look great. We don't worry about the electrification because that will go. But I think we'll have you sit... If, I don't want you too high. On par with the train, it's down and up and downhill anyway, Ham. So it won't really matter. If you can go ahead for me and put that there, right? That means that people can get off the bus and walk straight into the station. Do you want to do? Yeah, we've got to do some configurations here because we've got the wrong tracks. Straight up, get rid of that. We'll give them a little bit of uncovered area, also. All right, slap that in there. Slippity slap. Don't come back. Do you want to do? I do really love the Deadwood stations, you know. I think they're a lot of fun. I want MISC. Kind of, oh yeah, I think I like that, you know. Yeah, and I think I like them. I'll put a cover there and we'll leave one open. I think I like the fact that they don't exactly join up everywhere. I'm all about that. I'm all about that, team. Can we get... I know that there's some extra stairs in here. I'm just thinking of... No, we would have to potentially plop another building. What are you? You're that little cutie patootie. Oh, toilet block? You got a toilet block there. Okay, yeah. We can have more than one toilet block. Which building are you? This one, aren't you? I don't... Yeah. Okay, I'll just leave it. We won't. We'll just have the one building and then we can do some detailing in here, you know? That'll be totally fine. In fact, just take that size down and just give me a little bit of clean up on aisle 1, please. Clean up aisle 1. Clean up aisle 1. Ham spending money. We'll also cut the grass down here a little bit, just because, you know... Get that like that. Lovely. And sweet. We've got a kind of natural barrier over here compared to that line over there anyway. Right, cool. Next thing's next. We're probably going to have to pause here because this is all going to get booted. Right, so two things. This line here, manage the line. So at London Road, you're now gone. And, oh, dog damn it, Ham. Yeah. Can we? Yeah. No. We can't. It's fine. Make him loop around for the moment. Oh, no. Do it properly, Ham. Oh. Ooh, shish kebabs. Okay. Who's your daddy and what does he do? What's wrong with you? Yeah. Like that. Can you get one of these in now? Yeah, but not without trouble. I smell trouble, right? Just try that for me. The station's gonna get pushed out way too far now. Not if you do like that. In fact, that's quite good. Yeah, that's quite good. You know, see? When you do a thing and you say you need to redo it, just redo it properly. Okay, people don't mind. People would rather see things done properly. Anyway, wouldn't you guys? Everyone nod. I see one of you there not nodding. Now get your miscs. Get that one in. I will put you there. Like that. Did you say something about stairs? Yeah, I wanted to just see if I could. Look, no, because then they're cheating. They're not paying for their tickets by going through the building. You are so right. Oh, you are so right. Cool. I like that. That's just a nice, tidy little variant. Look at these people, like, they're all having to walk down to the bus stop now. All right, I forgot that I'd done that. Right, manage the line now at Currumbin Waters North. Please go into station 2. That's better. Okay. Oh man. Look at that. That's made your trip through town down Main Street a bit better too. Right, cool. Pause everything because we're gonna have to do. Yeah, we're going to have to do some work here. In fact, tracks. There's a track, winding back. Yada, 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 yada. Keep that flat now for me, please. Yada, da, 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 da. The old man something do. Right, how you feeling about that now? I'm liking keeping it above 50. That goes down to 40. So, if you come from this direction, hey, that's all right. That's really neat. Are you sure you're the Ham that we know? I'm the one and only. What if you came... Oh. What if you did this? Oh, Ham, real... Oh, mate, what are you doing? Well... I mean... Could you? Oh. I mean you can. It's quite simply, if you want to get a nice runoff here, this is how you do it. And then what we'll do, we'll take you straight. That's going straight down. Yeah, it can start coming straight down, but straight down on a slight. You know, I don't do those downward old mateys, but that's okay. I don't think you're gonna make it under there, are you? All right, and then, oh, damn, you've got to be kidding, right? I kid not. Kid you not. Take it back here a little bit further then. If you're really serious about, I don't think this is gonna work, mate. It'll work, it'll work. Okay, you could put a little bridge there. You could. A lot of upset trains right now. And then make that a little bit more gradual as it comes up here. Right, so you're not just... That's deep under... Yeah, but don't forget it's rolling downhill over here, right? And you can clean it up, right? It looks silly right now, but you can clean it up with the terrain brush to make it look less silly. What about your bridge over here, over troubled waters? Like, that's more than enough height for that. It's only because the track's on a funny angle that it hates it. So easy thing we can do potentially is widen the gap. Temporary gap widen, please. Let's try that now. You need a little bit more there, champ. You're just not, are ya? Like, you can build anyway, but it's not going to give you the bridge option. And you just could have done that anyway, right? Well, I just want to know, like, if it will give me a tunnel if I put the piece in there. Oh. If I put that piece in now. Like, how much more ground do you need? Do you want? Okay. Build that anyway, and just take this from here to here. You're gonna have to... No, take the... Now, I know I could use the experimental bridge heights. Stephen and I were talking about it the other day. I don't want to. I just feel like the game sucks for not letting you do that. All right, you're not gonna get that unless you go deeper. How deep is your love? How deep is your love? Do 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 do. Cause we're something in a something, yeah. Now, what happens if we actually That baffling to me. Baffling to you, is it? It's baffling to me that you need so much clearance. So you're going to get that, right? Which has you slightly higher, but that's okay because we're changing up this track. Why don't we just change it so we can get what we want? And then for that, you can just do that. Yeah, I'm all about it. You're only all about it because you're getting what you want finally. So what? It's actually a smoother transition. It's going to really clean up that part of the track. Now that's kind of the groovy thing there now. Right, get rid of all of this. Because we had a dirty bow in the... Oh, look at all these little parts that... had to, oh, wow. Yeah. It needed to happen. It definitely needed to happen. Okay, so that was autosave. Got a slight wibble wobble up there. Not really, it's just, it's fine. It's actually better than what it was, I think, through there. Now, here's the other cool thing. To get back on up here, we'll employ the same tactic, but coming back from the other way. And we'll have you rejoin about here. Right, and then we can say beat it. Sometimes you'll get these fiddly parts of the track, you know. I mean, you guys who play this game a lot, you know that sometimes when you're track laying and you want to get a specific look and you want a specific flow, that you get these little problems, but there are ways to work around them. Do you need to be doing that? I think it's, yeah, see, it's got a big curve up there. Is that because you need to potentially come back here? You've got a big step up there. All right, so we need to gently start coming up the hill here. And we can do that because I can shift. No. I can shift click this. Right, you don't have to go a full step up. You can shift click up like that. Right? So you're not coming up a full hog. Right, you can see us, we are forming a little bit of an area there, but what we're doing is we're keeping it nice. That's better. See, that's better through there. You could even do it a little bit more. You could even from about here. Just take it and you just keep edging it. Just keep edging it and eventually you'll get it to where you don't have a dirty great big hump. My hump, my lovely lady lumps. Yeah, whatever. Right, sweet. So that's that. That's in play. And the main thing is no derailments on your connections, right? Main thing. Okay, so, and I know it looks a bit funny like that, you know, it's only because we've got nothing, everything's bland here. And what I'd actually like to do is spend more money by putting, you know, like sometimes I really like to, especially on the edge of a map, I will go ahead and I will raise up sections like this to make it look like there's a bit of a mountain there, you know. I don't want to spend too much because it is a lot of money doing that. So you just get something like that, right? It's a bit mountainous. It follows this mountain down here as you come around, and it's not just, you know, you get what I mean. Put some trees on it. I'll run the mixed trees, thanks. Put some trees here. and it sort of just ties off, and I'll do some tunnel. Remember last time, for those that watched the last series, I started doing some tunnel work as well and putting in custom tunnel entrances. I'll get to doing that again. You know, we can sort of do something like this, right? Make sure that those aren't too close to the track, because I know that we don't like them too close to the track, do we, team? You know? I'll clean it up shortly. Just give me uno momento. Get away. Get away. You can get away. You can go. Just starts to sort of, yeah, you're overbearing on the track. Let's get our paint tool. Look, we started now. We may as well just have at it through here. Okay. We've got ourselves a nice little, like vanilla, like I wouldn't say this is high detailing. I would say it's just a vanilla way to get and not have the edge of the map right there, you know, something like that. Bada bing, bada boom. Same here, you know, because there's a bit of a hill here, we could just tree that off. Just divide it up through here a little bit, just to, you know. Do people really know? Or are you just assuming they do? Just assuming. You know? I heard a really funny story about Hugh Jackman inviting himself over to Neil Diamond's house for dinner, and so he ended up staying the night. Yeah, they were doing, and so Hugh Jackman was there and he was talking, and he said, they said something to Hugh Jackman, and he said, "Oh, that's so good." And then in the background, one of the family members went, "So good." And then one of the other Neil Diamond family members went, "So good." And apparently they do that all the time at the Diamond family's residence, that if someone ever says "so good," two other people have to say "so good" in the background. And it's a legit thing. Kate Hudson was sitting next to Hugh Jackman at the same time and also said it. Hey, this is so much better through here already. Okay, so our train station. Okay, so the Tweed line, manage that line now. So Currumbin Waters, right? You're no longer. In fact, I'm going to add this station. And get rid of that one. Hey, what do you know? All right, sweet. So now that we've got that set, everything should be turning around. I think it's just a much better way to do this down here. We don't need these tall bloody bits of pine poking through right on the edge. I don't mind some of them, but when they're just poking right through on the edge, I don't like it. Anyway, I just thought that was a really funny little story about, you know, the whole thing is on the Graham Norton show. It was a really funny story to listen to about how the Neil Diamond, you know, phoned him up and congratulated him on some stuff that he was doing, and Hugh Jackman basically invited himself over to stay the night. All right, sweet. That's done. I want to see... this is going to be much better to ride now as well. And I get that we've got these little embankments here, but that's not too bad. We can retain up some of that eventually. And just to get rid of that bit of horrible... Oh, no, wrong one. I should have got rid of that. Yep, sweet. Cool, got it good. Nice. You could probably put some more tree and bushwork and whatever in there, but I have a feeling that's better. So that's good. That's that bit done. Let's head over here now, because what I've also done is I've got the Nafy's Universal State cars here. So we're just going to say, hey, look, it's just not cutting the mustard, and I'll show you why. All the con mats sitting on the deck here. Now, this train should probably have a second train. We will get to probably putting a second train on this when we start getting into the more nitty-gritty of pumping the products out to where they need to go. We'll bolster up how many trains have to fly up and down on here, but for now, We're going to get the Nafy's Universal. There it is. And we're going to put... Look, it runs flat the whole way. I think 152 is good. Let's have a look at you. Bang, right? I know you're running mediocre right now. I think that's fine. We'll have to get you some more. But look at how much extra capacity you can have. What it means is all this stuff, right? The Shunter, it's got 132 tools that's sitting on deck as well. So that's really good also. Okay, so down here at the Tweed Heads, and I know we put in a little bit of detail down here, but it sucks. So we've got to bolster up this line. I'm going to start. Hang on a minute. There goes the train now. Let's hit the turbos and get this train off this section of track where we're going to have to double up. Quite simply, you can see where we can double up the tracks anyway. We do have a bit tighter turn here. Now, here's half the problem with this area is eventually we're going to have on and off ramps come through here. We'll figure that. That's a problem for future ham. Oh, good. I love when I get told that. No, you don't. Take that back. No, you don't. So, give me a nice turn there. Ooh. Not so good. Not so good. Do, 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 boo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, how good. And you know, the funny thing about that story is Hugh Jackman was saying when they stayed the night, they had such a good time that Neil Diamond turned to Hugh Jackman and he said, all right, dinner's finished. Would you like to do some karaoke? And he did karaoke with Neil Diamond. Yeah, how cool that is. Imagine doing karaoke with Neil Diamond. Imagine doing karaoke with Hugh Jackman. Or as I like to say, Huge Axeman. Ham, you can't do that. Yeah, my bad. So good, so good. Wow, wow, wow. All this actually through here, I had a lot of sections where the track was dipping and bobbing. I think it was all through here where we could have made this track a heck of a lot neater. In fact, just, yeah, take it all back for a sec. Oh, you've committed now, and you've only got 8 million to do this. Oh, snap and duckfish. Okay, yeah. So, first things first, get rid of this road. I know these people have built up here. We built this city. I am thinking about moving the station to this side, but I'll leave it here. Maybe this road can potentially move. Get rid of all your detailing. Right, configure this station. Yeah, that's fine, actually. That's fine. In fact, got an idea. Oh, Ham's got an idea. What's new? Yeah, we can potentially swing you back around on yourself, buddy boy. What about your station? I like it. Is that what you mean? Oh, well. I haven't actually had a crack at doing this. So, yeah. Meh. Where's your, oh, I get to use the stairs. Is it under, no, it should be under MISC, shouldn't it? It should be under here. Yeah. Oh, good times never seem so good. Dun, dun, dun. Something, yeah, yeah. Bum, bum, bum. It'll get stuck in your head, won't it, that song? Yeah, I think that's better for us, thanks. Are you sure you want to just have it done this simply? I'm never sure about anything. That tracks. Are you double bridging this? Yes, and instantly, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to change up that, I'm going to change this bridge because I hate it. And I want to use something like this because I like that better. The old iron truss bridges. Trusts me. Anyone that says trust me and uses it as a pun should not be trusted. Yeah. Sweet. Caroline. Oh, don't you love me? All right. Put this road back in after. We got a lot of fixing up to do down here, but that's okay. It's okay, is it? It's okay. I just want to do this. Oh, I really wanted a lovely little tunnel there. You can probably have it still if you do it right. Just take your land from that. You might need to turn tighter. Maybe come up under there where that house is. Yeah. Like, this is what I wanted. I wanted it to roll through here. Just that. You can get that. You can get that. These homes are going to have to rebuild. This is costing me an arm and a leg that I don't have at the moment. I'll put in these roads again, don't worry. I want this specific look through here. You've got to be kidding me, roads. You're going to have to bolster. Oh, you're going to have to just redo this whole ridge. Good old redo ridge, eh? Yeah, that's not going to cost you much, is it, doing that? How about that? Money's dwindling. All right, we get some tunnel action. Exactly what I wanted there. Right, so good. Now, oh dear. Give me, we're running out of money here. So give me this, right? Which is fine. And then you got to put the roads back in. But just take you like that and get the strength right down. Oh, doesn't matter that the strength's like it is. It just had that anything. That's all I wanted there, you know? That's all I wanted there. And in fact, we might have to get a double tunnel. I think you can get away by just doing that. Coming out here. I was thinking about turning it around and bringing it that way. I think that's just going to be too hard. What do you get in this little valley, really? You know, I'm okay with that. Because the townies, the townies, really? The townies can still build in there. All right, a couple of things we're doing. We're getting rid of you. You, and you. Look, that we might have to do some refinement. You know how I was last time when I did refinement on the track? Right. You know, oh, we've got a road that goes there. You know, I don't mind doing a bit of refinement. What are you doing here? I was concentrating, so therefore I didn't say anything. Come on, autosave. I really appreciate you, but boy, oh boy. Good. Now that's interesting through there. Yeah, I've always hated that bit too. And now we can get a nice run through there. Little slight wibbly woos. Nothing to wibbly worry about. Right. How are we doing for time? We're doing great. I know you're judging my grass in my tracks, MGL. Don't. You got to put the roads back, Ham, now? Oh, yep. Oh, yep. Okay, so easy one to do. We're just going to do this one first. And that. Right. Then we had another one that came up this... Well, you know what? That can come straight to there. That sound. That can come straight to there. Oh, you did have another one here that went up there, but instead, how about we do that? To like that. We'll just sort of relay the town out. Relay it out. Can I do this? Can I do that? And to not, yeah, that works. And then what we'll do is we'll take it from there. Right, because you don't want it right on the join. No, but the town can fix that. So that's all connected. That's all connected. What did you have over here? That's supposed to be connected. Did I delete that? Is this supposed to be connected? Whoa. Whatever, you can have it like that. How does that look through there now? Horrendous, but manageable. You're running out of money. Right, and yeah, I'm gonna have to fix. Yeah. I prefer that. Oh, you got to fix up here now, because how do you buses and your thingies and your old mates get around town? What about the fact that I didn't put my station back on here? Yeah, there's that too. What are we doing? I think it was... I think it's in here, is it not? Yeah, here it is here. You have to get rid of this road too. I'll re-put this road back in a sec. Just give me a chance to get to room. Also, we need to get this road connected somehow, maybe down into here. That. Right. 2.6. It's like we're back in the dark ages trying to get this build done right. I do want to have you entrance in there, I think. Yeah, I'll just keep it like that, I think, like that. It allows, we've got the opportunity. No, we don't. Okay, we don't have any opportunities. Nope. I was gonna say, no, you weren't. Okay, I wasn't. So easy, just come along like that. Can you use the straight bit? Yeah, I like the straight bit of road, thanks. Like that? Yep. And then they, you know, the town can rebuild how they want to rebuild from here. I don't care. It'll probably do some funky stuff that we won't like, but either way, I got my little tunnels through here. And in fact, once again, wouldn't mind doing something like this, you know? Sweet porcupines, bum, bum, bum. Right, so you, let's have a look at you now. You come in on this one, but you're not. But you're not. Oh, we're gonna have to redo this track. Manage the, first you're gonna need signals, and the signals will help us determine. Come back here. So we know we're going this way, we know we're going that way. Not that it matters too much. Into there. All right. And off you go back that way. So this line, manage the line. Okay, quite simply, it's just going to be easier just to punch it all back in. Yeah, so we start here. No, don't start there. Start here. And what platform are you? Platform 1 and 2. Yeah, okay, sure. Then you're going to come into the station. Did I wrong you in a previous life? You can come through here, champ. No, apparently I don't. Huh. Oh. Ham. Do you see what I see? Do you see what I see? Oh, come on now. What? Seriously. Manage the line. Get shot. There we go. Don't you love it? You do that, you do that. So you got Tweed Heads, bang. You've got Cooley, bang. You've got Kira, bang. And bang a bang, bang a bang. Whoa, bang a bang, bang, bang a bang. Cool. And yeah, I know, look, people are going to have to live out here with this train rolling back through here. I think we can get a nice sort of fence to barricade that off. We'll see what happens if the people, like the pet, they have started building down here. They were building up here, but I've sort of ruined that for them a little bit. In fact, I'll fix you up just here. Let's hit play again. Way, hey. Oh, whatever. Like, you do what you want. You do what you want. Oh, wait, hang on. I haven't put the bus service back in up here. Damn. Okay. Redo the bus stops, please. Right, so we know that we're picking up here. Do I want them to cross the road and do I care? I don't care. They can cross the road. If I have them here... No, it's better if you drop them out the front. Then we'll come in downtown. No. You can come this way. Scooter McGavin over here. Scooter McGavin down here. We can come down and do a pickup here. We can come and do a pickup here. And then swing back up there. So our line that no longer has THW, Pax commuter bus. You're going to go from to there to there. No, yeah. No. We'll just keep you there. Down to here, over to there, and then you swing back around up there. Yeah, and we've got an extra bus stop that I don't mean to have. All right, sweet. And so that can be manage the line. Let's make sure your wait times aren't too long. Right, guys, I think we got that sorted. So the only thing is we got 7 million, but we need to buy another one of these trains, and it's going to cost more than 7 million. Flippin' A. Now, it's probably going to be much of a muchness how long it takes this thing to get back around and gone again, but I mean, it had to reverse back up, pull into a station, then it had to go. So it's... Look, it's probably much of a muchness, but the other thing is it's now got us set up, ready to go if we need to delve off this way or we need to delve off to Kabaki, and that's that. That's about the crux of it. It's still got a bit of a kink through here we can iron out a little bit later. Right. How much are you going to cost to get another one of you trains in? I don't know. Before anyone makes a comment about the friggin' paint in the track. We'll paint it. You want to put some more signal work in? Yeah, we're going to need to actually, aren't we? I'll put some more signal work in. I'll put it after the bridge because I don't really want it stopping on hills. The hills are alive with the sound of music. Bang, 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 bang. Cool. Good, good, good. Let's see if we can afford that train now anyway. Are we running the same train? Is it actually making money now? I think you can have some more passengers on it. Yeah, you've only got 56 capacity. How about we get you to passenger way? We did that. We did the brownie color, did we not? Not that. Bit darker. How about we give you a 70 capacity? And so I like this. I prefer this bridge through here. And I like this station too. I think this station's really... I like it. I just do. I think it's great. We can retain up this side down here. Might have a go at that down the track. Right. Let's... when you've come back around, where are you? You're over here. So, yeah. Let's go ahead and manage that vehicle. How much are you going to cost to do? Oh, that much. We're going to call you the C14s again anyway. I'll call you a, yeah, I'll just call you a C14, whatever. C14. Whatever, we'll just designate that. Right, where are you, buddy? Let's go over here. Let's ride it. Out you come. And yes, so big changes are underway. Come on, let's get through this station bit. We've done this station bit before. Big changes are underway, team. Thanks for hanging out today. We've got so much to build and get on with that I'm really looking forward to the next few phases and getting things up and running. Now that we've got the passengers sorted in the area so far, I think it's going to be a lot better, and I think it's going to be really worth our while. All right, so please stay safe, stay glued to your screen for plenty more content as it rolls out. Yes, that's right, I used a train pun. Areas. Oh, actually, let's have a look through here now. It's quite nice. All right, gang, that's it. Please enjoy this track ride, and I'll see you all later. Get out of here.